Thanks for staying with us. So as All People's Democratic Party continues all the primaries, we'll be discussing the different angles to this morning at the convention ongoing right now at the Eagle Square in Abuja. The APC will be putting together we're going to be having the various counting going on right now, and we're hoping for the results. But your thoughts on what happened yesterday. Nigerians are asking, what are your views in all the various speeches you heard, the stepping downs? I was particular about the female aspirant, barrister Uju Ohaneyem, and the truth is that let me even start with her because, and I'll come to your thoughts on the general what happened yesterday. I mean, I must express my utmost disgust, displeasure, and the fact that as she spoke, I don't know if you guys heard the speech, and I'd like you to go online and check it out. I heard talking about, what did she say that really got to me? She said, well, I'm coming on board. Don't you need a mother? We need a mother. You know, and I'm thinking, so as she spoke,
such an embarrassment.
I was just thinking of all the women who were standing, protesting at the National Assembly. I was thinking of all the women who fight for this country. I was thinking of Anobi Ezekesili. I was thinking of Anungozi Kojewe. I was thinking of Bukola Awoshika. I was thinking of women who have shown character.
Substance.
I'm thinking, is it that when all that has come to this person who is talking about, you need a mother? And it was quite disappointing to see her speak. And I have no problem with you stepping down. Everybody's stepping down for one thing or another. But come on, show content.
Show substance.
Show substance. It was quite...
It was disheartening for me because I watched that speech. As she stood up and started with the dancing, my mind was already doing gigim, because I know once you just... exactly. Once you come and you start doing... I just understand that you may not really have that much. So I was disappointed that... but I wouldn't blame her because we can't sit down here and be speaking English and we didn't come out. Did you come out? Did I come out? People will say, hey, you have substance. Why didn't you?
That's true.
Yeah. So
one person came out.
One person came out. Yeah. I remember back in the days when I was, involved in beauty pageants, and you see somebody emerge a winner, and then people will be talking, she's not even fine. She's not even... Did you come out? You that you're very beautiful, you sat pretty in your house, and somebody came out and they picked from the lot. So we will always pick from what we have been given, what we have been presented. So, but
the other angles. So
the general.
It started with Ashiwaju's speech.
I want to give opinion on that.
Let's start with the girl.
Yes, let's start with the woman, please. For me, I also feel like we are overrating the level of women. You know, we use 10% of women. We use 10% of women to judge the majority of women. And until we understand that the majority of women, they are okay with that. We had a first lady that was like, Jonathan was the first lady. So I think that, one, we need to realize that as a people, we need to do more for generality of us, because we cannot judge us by the 10%, but judge us by the 90%.
True.
And if you are taking census of the majority, I'm not surprised by what I saw. But because I read the profile and I felt there would be more, and then maybe she just felt like, since I'm stepping out, I should just come and play.
Let me just come and dance.
And that's why I felt like I should comment on the situation.
That for every opportunity you have, it's like you are speaking on our behalf.
Yes, that is exactly why I wanted to comment on the situation, because I felt that she can deliver more than that. But she felt there's nothing going on here, so let me just come and step down. But I believe that she did not understand the weight she was carrying. She wasn't coming there as a barrister individual. She was coming there as a representative of the entire women who ever aspire to political position, who are praying that one day we will be able to aspire and be voted for. And she just watered down that's all that canvassing and all that speech into an emotional, sentimental, joyful, like it was nothing. And I feel bad, and I need her to know that she fell our hand. She fell our hand. She didn't represent well.
She should not try it again, I beg.
Okay, going back to the other angle, there's so many things happened. Ashiwaju's speech started with Ashiwaju, ended with Professor Vice President's speech. Nice sandwich. When people were stepping down for Ashiwaju, and that person stepped down for Vice President Oshibajo. lots of dancing, the cheering, and the fact that Asiwaju was hugging those who stepped out for him. I mean, when he came back, he was hugging them like a father to a son.
Yes, no.
It was very interesting, and I'd really like to open our phone lines early to hear what Nigerians are saying. You can call us on 081-270-53687, 09139076948. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag your view TVC so we can read your tweets. I'm told we're not showing on cable, on the TVC news, because obviously everybody wants to see what's going on live. But we'll be going in and out to see the counting that's ongoing right now. Yes, your thoughts.
So I missed Asiwaju.
Judge's speech, okay.
Yes, I missed the speech because I had a client I was coaching, so I was trying to finish that before, joining. By the time I joined in, I saw Amechi's speech, Okorocha's speech, and there's this guy that was blowing some kind of phone from Ijo. I've forgotten his name. And, the rest people to the end. I watched till the end of their speeches.
Oh, that was Jack Rich?
Yes, Jack Rich, yes. And the only speech that I really, just about two that I enjoyed was that of Amechi. For me, he was reeling out his accomplishments being in the political space, and I felt that was good. We needed to, since we always talk about track record, we needed to hear what you have done, and he was reeling it out and giving the numbers. So I was impressed with that. He had a knowledge of what he had done, how far he had gone, and the sort of promises where he's going to take us to as a country. I like that. Then I fell in love with the president's speech. That's the vice president. And then they call our president already. The vice president's speech. And I know that people say, hey, it's not about talk. But I'm looking forward to a time where in Nigeria we'll have a president who is a total package, who will be able to represent us, not just in Nigeria, but outside the country. Who would be in a United Nations meeting and understand the questions asked and respond. Exactly. A president who has the charisma. The president necessarily is not the one who will do all the job. Right. It's just to get the right people in. But we as a country should focus on building the image that we have as a nation. I feel bad when I see minister of so and so, you go to a place you cannot even express. And other people from other countries are looking at you. I feel like it doesn't portray us as well as intellectuals, knowing that Nigerians are very amazing people and they are intelligent. Let us show that from the leadership.
Did you notice how that even while he was trying to make a speech, they didn't allow him to speak?
He said, don't step down.
He just said, thank you. No, we love you. We love you. And it was, let me hear your thoughts initially. I'll come back to you.
So the first speech was from Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and I expected more.
Yeah.
Okay.
I expected more because after listening to him and listening to former governor, the current minister, Amechi, I'm like, we know the achievements of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he didn't mention it. He didn't remind people. Maybe because he feels everybody should know. But that's not the platform.
Like
that platform was a platform to let everybody remind them of why you deserve it. Because if you just say, I deserve it, without telling us why, we will think you are being entitled. Yeah. And many people on Twitter, on social media, carried that. And the Asiwaju just came and said, he's done, he's entitled. And I felt the speech itself was a disservice to what he represents and his achievements as a consummate politician, as a leader, as a team builder. He did not blow his trumpet. And I felt I wasn't comfortable with that because at the end of the day, maybe because people feel like it's not the speech that will sway the election.
But I think
the speech is not the speech that sways the election.
I think his modesty has been part of the problem. You know how many people went to go and burn down the Oriental, saying Asiwaju owns it. Remember that time? Yeah. They went to go and destroy somebody's hotel. They must say, I don't own it, because from way back, the whole of Nigeria felt Asiwaju owns Oriental Hotel. Because he doesn't come out to speak, and that goes to his handlers. He needs to come out and blow. Listen, this life you got to tell. You got to tell your story. I would have loved the real. Asiwaju has so much more to say, but he didn't say. Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we open our phone lines and get your thoughts. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. We're still discussing yesterday's convention. It's still ongoing right now at the Eagle Square in Abuja. I would like to hear your thoughts. We're talking before the break about Asiwaju's speech and the fact that he could have said so much more about himself. And it would have been great to hear some of his achievements as Amechi had reeled out his. And what are your own thoughts?
Yes, so, you know, I remembered back in the university when I tried politics a bit, a National Association of Political Science Students, Abraka campus. They had come to meet me to say that they wanted me to be, there were two factions. So the first faction came to me, they wanted me to be the vice president of the association. The other faction came and said, the majority faction, the more of Robo people, they came and said, BC, you are our girl, we like you. But we have already slated somebody else, another female, to be the vice president. Why don't you take project supervisor? Next year, we're taking you to SUG. So there was a conversation. But I felt, it's politics. I can show my strength. I can speak English. I can do. I went with the other team. They told me, say, you will not win because we have a plan, a system already. I saw politics play out. My manifesto was amazing, awesome, and everything. And at the end of the day, I did not win because they did the groundwork. So I was more in the sky. And I understand maybe a Tinubu's kind of person. He's a political, he knows how to do the groundwork. We'll give that to him. He knows how to do the lobbying. He knows how to have the conversations with the right people, with the people that matter, with the people that will bring people that will vote the vote. He understands all of that. So for him, he may just feel, while I have put in the groundwork, why do I want to waste people's time and speak plenty English? I already have. Well, so that may be what informed him not to strive to impress.
Well, there are other angles to the entire, what happened yesterday. The fact that Senator Godswill Akpabio was the first that opened the floor of stepping down. When I was shocked when I just heard him, say he was stepping down for a show. I was like, what is going on here? I mean, I didn't expect a lot of stepping downs. I assumed that everybody had agreed to come to get voted for.
The groundwork.
But it was interesting. But what are your thoughts on all the stepping downs?
Okay, so I sort of expected there would be stepping downs because at the end of the day, there were too many aspirants, and they must tell themselves the truth when they look at the weather. When you look at the clouds. If you are a good student, you will know where the rain is going to fall. And so it's better for you to align yourself early before it's too late. The alignment should have been done before the convention. So when it started happening at the convention, I felt, okay, they've reached consensus. And the speeches for the stepping down, for me, should have carried a bit more weight. If you don't want to, just come and say, I've stepped down. But some people, like for Dimeji Bankole, former Right Honorable Speaker, let me give him the right title, came and he was going to step down, and he was just laughing. I'm like, do you understand? Like people didn't sleep.
Waiting like for you.
The weight of the nation is counting on this moment. As we're speaking, thousands of people are watching the counting process on our TVC news page. Some people are watching here, going to watch there. People are keeping vigil, and then you come and you're laughing. You immediately think, but you now laugh and say you're stepping down. Oh no, it's a strong moment. You aspired. You got some people to believe in you. You should step down with some. I was a presidential aspirant. I have seen the value of this person. Sell the person you're stepping down for and step down. I just felt that was a bit watered down in terms of the speech.
There was a lot of
expectation from these people, but he fell my hand. I know we're still talking stepping down, but one person that really... another person that touched me, not in the stepping down place, was Pastor Tunde Bakare. His speech.
I am not stepping down for anybody.
Yes, he was like, he said, I'm not stepping down for anybody. And it was very emphatic.
But he acknowledged that,
yes, and he acknowledged his achievements, his leadership. He said that experience is not what we need. Experience has gotten us this far.
If speeches is what we needed to win this, if not for speech, because when I was listening to the VP, I was thinking to myself, if this man was speaking to Nigerians in his diaspora, like imagine it was diaspora voting that you needed, that just click send. You don't finish. If that diaspora voting you need right now, you don't finish. But if it's these 2,322 delegaats that have been free local governments across the country that came to this convention, they are speaking this English. I say Father in heaven. Father in heaven. But anyway, so it's still ongoing. We're waiting. I'm trying to open our phone calls to see. But somebody who was an Okorimefa for me was, I think it was Obonaya Onu, who spoke in favor of his people. Because, you see, whether we like it or not, this this season, many believe that the pendulum should have swung to the southeast. You know, and I like the fact that he didn't step down. I like the fact that he stood his ground. I like the fact that a few people, Amechi also did not step down. I like the fact that it is important for us to see that Okorocha did not step down. Yes, he came down, he was clowning a bit, but he was able to stand his ground, because the truth is that we must sense that the southeast is strong and they're willing to stand by what they believe in, which was great for me.
I would have wanted to see maybe Amechi, Okorocha, all the South come together and push one person. It would have been a stronger force. And that's what I'm still waiting to see till tomorrow. Why don't you see the way we need to learn how to play politics the right way? We need to learn this game if we really want to have a headway. You can't do it being single. You can't do it alone. Because you wouldn't gather as much strength that you need to be able to push forward. Imagine if all of their supporters, one, come together and they push one person forward. It's not about I have to be the one to do the work. Somebody else can do the work and you put in your support. Till the Southeast gets there, I don't know.
I have Otumba Ojo. Good morning, Otumba. Good morning, Otumba. Are you there?
I'm there. Good morning.
You're live. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, Murai. How are you?
Very well. Go ahead, please.
God bless you guys. What you saw last night at the conventional ground was never a surprise. Nigerians have envisaged this for a very long time. That is our change. The only man to set the record straight is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We've not seen nothing yet. You wait until after the general election. This man will turn this nation to be an enviable nation where Europeans, Americans will come down and invest and build a nation for us. That's all I want to tell Nigerians. That's all I want to tell the Christians. That's all I want to tell progressives. That's all I want to tell Democrats. That Ashiwaju is the best man for this job. God bless Nigeria. Long live Bola Ahmed Asiwaju Tinubu. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm told we have Senator Boroface on call. Good morning, sir. Are you there? Good morning, Senator. Are you there? Senator Boroface, are you there? Okay, I'm having trouble linking up with him. We're trying to, because he's one of the aspirants that stepped down for the president yesterday. We'd like to hear for Asiwaju Tinubu yesterday. So since yesterday, a few videos have been going viral. People know that, yes, it was clear that Asiwaju had quite a bit of respect in the House. Many people there respected him, saw him as a father. I mean, the governor of Ekiti kept referring to him as, I'll step down for our father. He was saying, he's our leader. So obviously the respect is there. The acknowledgement of his contribution is there. But others are saying that he has earned. Others are saying that, do we think he's fit, physically fit for this role? That's on social media. Everybody's talking about it, that is Asiwaju mentally ready for this role of presidency?
I don't think it's about the mental readiness, but the physical readiness. And I recollect mentioning it when he declared, I think it was around January or February, that there's been a lot of speculation about his physical health, especially after our current president has a regular checkup in the UK that all Nigerians need to bear, and at a point spent 6 months straight in receiving treatment abroad, that we didn't want to get into another season where we have that same thing. And a lot of people came for me explaining, no, he's fit, he's traveling around the country doing his campaign thing. But yesterday there was an episode and there was a bit of a break. I do believe that we've had one of the greatest presidents in America was on a wheelchair. There
were 5 presidents in America. Woodrow Wilson was there, FDR, Ronald Reagan. All of them were sick during their tenure. So
it's people have been on wheelchair, people have been sick, and they are still able to provide leadership. So the question is, Nigerians are still going to vote. APC primaries is not electing president, is electing an aspirant. And we must all get involved and start asking questions. And I believe that the team handling Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's campaign should be more open.
Thank you.
And speak up more. Engage. Because I know that please, Murayo, I've spoken to a few politicians that feel it's up where we don't need media what in win election. What that means is it is not in media they win elections. The thing that happens, we've discussed with the people on ground. These people were contesting for senatorial districts. So he was telling me they cannot take me out. I've already discussed with the people. It's not in Lagos State for the people that are guessing. That they've discussed with the people on ground and they have already secured it. He doesn't need to post on social media or do anything. He knows he has the election. He said this 3 months before the primaries. He had the election. So when you understand politics the way Asiwaju understands it, the assumption is that we know the people we talk to, but guess what? We also are Nigerians and we want to hear from
I want to take that example. Let me take Hassan. Hassan, are you there? Good morning, Hassan from Lekki. You're live. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, Nigeria.
Morning.
And I'm happy for Nigeria and for Nigerians. Why am I saying this? It's because I saw the Nigerian net in Nigeria. I saw the Nigerians that stood for the unification of Nigeria and for the betterment of Nigeria. By standing for a southern presidency after the presidency of General Muhammadu Buhari must have expired in 2023. Congratulations to the northern state governors for standing firm. Congratulations to the southern governors for the push. And congratulations for all Nigerians that meant well for Nigeria for standing on the path of the truth. May God tell us truth. May God make Asiwaju to be our next president. Asiwaju is the only person among all the contenders with the structure, with the national spirit, with the prowess, with whatsoever it takes to rule this country. And it's the only person that can withstand Atiku Abubakar, because Asiwaju was the one that danced with Atiku to a third place in the primary that was held in 2015 in Lagos here. And all of us are going to rally behind him by the grace of God to stay through to be our president come 2023.
All right. Thank you very much. I think what you were talking about earlier, which I thought was important. Listen, we see, Nigerians are seeing that, yes, maybe Asiwaju's physical health might not be as optimal as it should be. But somebody must let Nigerians know that it is his mental state we need, not his physical state. Because we've seen presidents across the world where some have been on wheelchairs, as you said earlier, all that had different sicknesses, and they were still able to run the country. So, but they must be open to tell us what it is. Don't pretend like it's not there. We see it. Tell us. But tell us, regardless of that, this is still the man for the job. So be open, and I think that's what Nigerians want to tell us the truth. Tell us what we're dealing with, so that we know that, okay, this is the situation, but don't make it look as if we can't see.
When you avoid discussing the issue, people will make assumptions, and their lies will thrive.
Yeah. Why I like to compare a lot because we want to be better. I understand that we are not America. America has a system and a structure to hold everybody accountable. There's a rule of law that is followed to the latter. We haven't built up to that stage. So we have people who are in leadership whose homes are not in the country, and they're in leadership. Nobody's holding them accountable. They fly in when they have to do a meeting and fly out. Their children don't school here. They don't.
Their wives don't live here.
Medical health system here. Everything is out, but they're here for leadership, and they do and go back. They have an option. We don't want somebody who will come into leadership to have an option. Because when you have an option, your attention is divided. You cannot solve the issues on ground because you know, worst case scenario, you up and you leave. And so we don't have that structure to say, well, if your mental capacity is okay and your physical is not okay, it's fine. People are asking questions. It will be easier to have somebody who can. In mentally, physically, academically, psychologically be fit for the job. So it takes away some of the issues we'll now start dealing with so that you can focus on the main issues, which is the governing the country.
Let me go on a quick break. When we come back, we can open our phone lines and take more calls. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.